everyone. So glad to have you on today. I appreciate you taking the time, coming out, getting on your laptop, getting on your phone, and looking at us even on TV if you're looking from YouTube, and being a part of Morning Inspiration. We're so grateful that you tune in to us every week. So grateful to have you. Thank you for your support. Now, let's get a few housekeeping things out of the way. This week, this coming Saturday, is The Gathering. Yes, it's at 6 p.m. It's going to be on Zoom. You'll need the Zoom code. So you register on the website, or just let us know. Just email, text, say, hey, I want to be a part of it, to make sure that you get the Zoom code, okay? Because without it, you can't get in. All right, so we have a phenomenal speaker, Apostle Annette Jackson. She is a woman of God that I have grown to become sisters with. Very impactful in the community, very anointed and intelligent, and she reaches outside of the walls of the church, and she touches lives. So you are in for a treat. Tune in this Saturday, 6 p.m. Make sure you get the Zoom code, okay? And let's come together for the gathering. It's going to be right there in the comfort of your home. So, when I came together to get this message today, I had a song that came to me. It's an old school song by a great musician, artist, Chaka Khan. That girl's my favorite. She's one of my favorites. And I'm just saying, anybody out there got her as a favorite? Yes. So she came to my mind, and one of her songs came to my mind. And you're going to find out what song. If you know anything about Chaka Khan, you will know what song I'm talking about as we go through this message today. So let's get started. Go with me, first of all, to James chapter 1. James chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse number 2. And I'm going to actually read from the Message Bible today, okay? I'm going to read from the Message Bible today. It says, "Consider it a sheer gift, friends, when tests and challenges come at you from all sides. You know that under pressure, your faith life is forced into the open and shows its true colors. So don't try to get out of anything prematurely. Let it do its work so you become mature and well developed, not deficient in any way. If you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. He loves to help. You'll get his help and won't be condescended to when you ask for it. Ask boldly, believingly, without a second thought. People who worry their prayers are like wind-whipped waves. Don't think you're going to get anything from the Master that way. Adrift at sea, keeping all your options open." All right, that was James chapter 1, and we did verses 2 through 4. Now, let's go over to Daniel. I might skip around a little bit because it's a lengthy thing, and I just don't want it to be, forever lengthy. So we're going to skip around a little bit, okay? Let's go to Daniel chapter 3. King Nebuchadnezzar built a golden statue, 90 feet high, 9 feet thick. He set it up on the Dura plain in the province of Babylon. He then ordered all the important leaders in the province, everybody who was anybody, to the dedication ceremony of the statue. They all came out for the dedication, all the important people, and took their places before the statue that Nebuchadnezzar had erected. A herald then proclaimed in a loud voice, "Attention, everyone, every race, color, and creed, listen. When you hear the band strike up, all the trumpets and trombones, the tubas, the baritones, the drums, the cymbals, fall to your knees, worship the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Anyone who does not kneel and worship shall be thrown immediately into a roaring furnace." The band started to play, a huge band equipped with all the musician instruments of Babylon, and everyone, every race, color, and creed fell to their knees and worshiped the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Just then some Babylonian fortune tellers stepped up and accused the Jews. They said to King Nebuchadnezzar, "Long live the king. You gave strict orders to, O king, that when the big band started playing, everyone had to fall to their knees and worship the gold statue. And whoever did not go to their knees and worship, it had to be pitched into a roaring furnace." Well, there are some Jews here, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, whom you have placed in high positions in the province of Babylon. These men are ignoring you, O king. They don't respect your gods, and they won't worship in the gold statue you set up. So mind you, he's furious. He's really furious about the fact that they have not done this, and so he goes to them. Okay, he goes over to them and he talks to them. And he says, Nebuchadnezzar, his face purple with anger, cut off Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He ordered the furnace fired up 7 times hotter than usual. He ordered some strong men from the army to tie them up, hands and feet, and throw them into the roaring furnace. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, bound hand and foot, fully dressed from head to toe, were pitched into the roaring fire, because the king was in such a hurry, and the furnace was so hot. Flames from the furnace killed the men who carried Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to it, while the fire raged around Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Skipping down here a little bit, because the king goes back and he goes over there and he wants to see what's going on. So then you go further down, it says, "Look," he said, "I see 4 men walking around freely in the fire, completely unharmed, and the 4th man looks like a son of the gods." Nebuchadnezzar went to the door of the roaring furnace and called in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, "The servants of the high God, come out here." Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked out of the fire. All the important people, the government leaders, and king's counselors gathered around to examine them and discovered that the fire hadn't so much as touched the 3 men. Not a hair singed, not a scorched mark on their clothes, not even the smell of fire on them. Nebuchadnezzar said, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He sent his angel and rescued his servants who trusted in him. They ignored the king's orders and laid their bodies on the line rather than serve or worship any god but their own." So today we are going to talk about through the fire. Through the fire. We read in James how we have to persevere through trials. We have to have faith. If we have faith, then we're going to have perseverance. But it also tells us, if you read it in the New King James Version, it says that the perseverance has to take its course so it mature us. So we have to persevere into a point of being mature in those situations and those things that we are dealing with, right? And so if we don't, then we prematurely take ourselves out of the fire and we haven't learned the lesson that we need to learn. We haven't gained the faith. We haven't gained the trust in God. We haven't gained even our natural wisdom to know the things that God needs us to know to be able to do and deal with what we got. All right? So, if we don't stay in the race, if we don't allow ourselves to persevere, if we don't allow ourselves to do what God needs us to do in the midst of what we are dealing with, then we continue to deal with it again and again. How many times have I talked about us doing around and around and around and around? Yeah, because we are going to. We're going to go around and around because we have failed the test. Yeah. Let me tell you. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego believed in their God. The God. They believed in him. They knew no matter what they did, he had their back. No matter what you're going through, do you believe that God has your back? Do you believe that he is going to do exactly what you need? Come through exactly when you need him? Let me tell you. I had a situation, let me tell you, that literally felt like it would take me out, okay? Like, it's a mind battle, it's a body battle, it's a spiritual battle, like all of it. When you get to a point where you are in a situation that attacks every aspect of you, that can be major. And it may not be major to everyone, but it's major for you. Just the natural things that we do on our own and then not be able to do those things, they become an emergent situation. And so, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when I gone through the fire, when I went through the fire of this thing, I had to consistently talk myself through it. I had to find scriptures to help me get to the point where I'm at right now. And then that way I was able to get here. But if I hadn't, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened. I really don't know. I know that I probably wouldn't be standing here today doing this broadcast if I hadn't relied on God. If I didn't have faith in God that he was going to be in control, he was going to help me get through this, he was going to help me understand every step of the way. And so my faith in God, my faith to know that he would do it is what got me here. Because I persevered is why I am at this point right now. And some of you have faith. You say, I got faith in God, I got faith in God. But do you really have faith in God? Are you really trusting him? Are you really, even when you're battling in your mind against things, are you like, okay, I know I was having those kind of thoughts and this, that, and the other, but God, I still trust you. God, I still have faith in you. Are you quoting scriptures to help build up your spirit man to be able to go through and persevere? Because if we don't have perseverance, we don't mature through our situations. And if we don't have perseverance, we lose the fight. Let me tell you that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these are some strong brothers right there. Because if I knew that I was going to be put in that kind of fiery furnace, I don't know. I'm just going to be real. I don't know. I don't know how I'd handle that. I don't know. I don't know how I would handle that. But let me tell you, even if your situation isn't as realistic as a furnace, but you feel like you are in a furnace situation. You feel like it's just heat everywhere. You feel like the people that was against them. You feel like you got people against you. You feel like you have people that are just out to get you. Just know that as you rely on God and you have faith in God, He will bring you through. He will bring you through every situation. Just know that He is there. He's right there. And He's going to take care of you. He has your back. But we have to have faith in God. We have to persevere and know that that means that we take action. We have to take action. Sometimes in our lives, we tend to see the roadblocks, the obstacles, and the hurdles more than we see the positive stuff. And if we will just allow ourselves to walk through persevere, and become mature, learning whatever the lesson is that we are supposed to learn, it will bring us to a place of maturity. So when the next time we have something go on, we will be able to handle it. We will be able to say, God brought me through before. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were in a situation that they were just up against a wall. King Nebuchadnezzar, he was in a rock and a hard place. Like, okay, well, now these people's like, you set the decree, you did it, you know what I'm saying? So we have to take every day, every step of every day in faith with God. And if we take every step of the day with God, we can never go wrong. It's when we take our eyes off of knowing that God can do anything that we lose the fight. When God is in control and God is on our side, it doesn't matter what comes our way, we'll be able to make it through with a victory. Even when it comes to matters of our heart, even when it comes to matters of our bank account, even when it comes to matters of our family, if we will know that God is in control and God is with us and we are not alone, we can make it through. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego knew that God was with them and knew that God would bring them through. It said, not even the smell of fire, not even a singe on their clothes. That's the way God does things. You know what? You have people all around you who have went through major battles in their lives, but yet you don't even know it. Why? Because you can't see it. You can't even see it. You don't even know the battles that people have gone through that they didn't know first. Like, okay, God, am I going to make this thing or am I not? I need your help. That's the first step. God, I need you in this situation. I need you to show me. I need you to tell me exactly what I need. And when we do that, then God can help us through the fire. I know that a lot of us have different things going on that we feel like we are going through the fire. But let me tell you, let me encourage you, because of the fire that I've been through, I'm sorry, it's just making me emotional because it's so new, it's so right in me. right here, right now, that even through the fire that I've gone through and the fire that I've already dealt with and been through, I know that God can bring you through. He can bring you through. Because if you trust Him and you got to rely on Him, victory comes to you. The timing is not for us to make. The timing is for Him to give us. But He's going to give you the blueprints of things of what to do in the process of going through your fire, so that at the end, not a singe, not a smell of smoke will even be detected. When God does it, He does it well. You know, even on my job, no one knew. No one has a clue what I was going through and what I'm processing. No one. Only a select few people even know. And those are people that I have chosen to have in my prayer circle. You have to have people in your prayer circle through the fire. You have to have people who walk in wisdom and give you wise counsel when you're going through the fire. You don't need these other people over here that was trying to get Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You don't need those people. But they're going to be there. Oh, yeah, they're going to be like, let's see. They dealing with so-and-so? How they handling that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I said it. Yep. I'm going to see how they get out of this. I'm going to see how they do that. I'm going to see how they... Trust and believe. They're going to be there to watch because that's what they do. That's their assignment, the watchers. But you know what? Let them watch. Let them watch. But understand that when you have prayer on your side and when you have God on your side, there is nothing you can't get through. There is nothing that you will ever have to deal with alone because God is there. It said that Nebuchadnezzar saw 4 and not 3. He saw 4 and not 3. That's how you know when God is on your side. That's when you know that God has dispatched even angels to be there on your behalf. It takes me to a time where I remember I was out and about somewhere and I was by myself, honestly. I was by myself. I didn't know that there was any kind of danger even around me. But someone said, hey, I saw that man you were with. He was really tall. And I'm like, There was nobody with me. But God had an angel with me. Because not too far from where I was at, a robbery had just took place and I had no clue. I was over in the business like next to it, basically. Didn't even know. God will dispatch angels on your behalf as you go through things. Trust Him. Victory is yours when you go through the fire and you persevere because you have faith. It goes even further in James. It talks about, asking God for wisdom, but when you ask Him, don't doubt, because otherwise you're not going to get it. Yeah, I like James. He's real. He's real people. And he tells the truth. If we ask Him to help us through the fire, then let Him help us through it. But if we ask Him and then we want to put our own plan in place, that's why we have the issue. That's why we keep going around and around in certain areas of our lives. And we stay in the fire. And we don't come out without a singe or a smell of fire. But we come out looking broken. Like God wasn't there. Well, God was there because he's always there. But we chose not to consult him through the fire. So, like I told you, Shaka Khan said it best. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. Are you willing to rely on God? Are you willing to trust God through the fire? Because if you trust him, I guarantee you will see victory. You will see growth. You will see faith. You will see so many things that you weren't even expecting to happen for you. I'm a witness. I am a witness that God can do things that you don't even imagine and bring you to a place of victory in your life. I don't care what it is you're facing, and I'm not sure what everyone's got going on right here, but it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's about your health, consult him. If it's about your finances, consult him. If it's about your job, consult him. If it's about your family members, it's about your marriage, it's about your relationship, you have to consult him. You have to. If you want to receive the right instructions for the right time of what you're dealing with. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went into prayer. Later in Daniel goes into prayer again and gets in trouble by some crazy people who went to the king, Darius, because he was praying. So know that the enemy, he don't want you to pray. He don't want you to pray. He don't want you to talk to no one that's going to push you into prayer, push you into doing things that is going to uplift your spirit, man, and help you stay afloat through your fire. He don't want it, but you have to want it too. And you have to be open to receive the wise counsel that God brings your way, knowing that when you do, it will help you through the fire. It will help you through every situation that you're facing right now. So, go through the fire. Consult God and know he is there for you. He is there. I put both hands up. He is there. Trust and believe. He's there. And he has your back. Just like he's got my back. And we can walk through this fire together. You are never alone. You are never alone. Because God is with you, and he will dispatch people to be there as your support. I love you, and I thank God for you. And I just want to encourage you to go through that fire. Go through it. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't toss the towel. Go through the fire. See the victory that's on the other side of your life for you. All right? Let's get to our declaration. This is my year of unexpected blessings. Clarity, direction, favor, breakthrough, they all belong to me. In the name of Jesus, I declare natural and spiritual growth, positive health reports, raises and promotions, possession of property, beneficial relationships, creative business and investment ideas. My progress will not be stopped because this is my year of unexpected blessings in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. Have an awesome, awesome week until we meet again. Again, don't forget to register or contact us for the Zoom link for this Saturday at 6 p.m. we are going to have the gathering, and we have a guest speaker and some other people. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. And I know that the word that will come forth is going to bless your day, your situation, and your life. So have an awesome day in Jesus' name.